Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, looking at your connection between you and the person that you are dealing with and are needing to learn the most from right now. We'll be pulling for all three sides of the connection, so we'll look at your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section we'll be looking at what is the deeper purpose of the connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. Friendly reminder that these are general readings and they are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and to leave what does not. On that note, and especially if you're a cross watcher, just know that this whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that is totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is to take what helps and leave what doesn't. Last thing is that any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading or coaching session with me is in the description box below. All right, Aquarius, let's jump on in and see what we've got here. We're going to start with overall energy through oracle cards first, and then we'll dive deeper into the story with tarot as we progress. So let's start, Aquarius, with looking at your energy toward the person you are dealing with and are needing to learn the most from right now. This is for Aquarius' side of this connection. I also want to mention that I'm posting a few general readings every week to my Instagram and TikTok accounts that are not posted to YouTube. YouTube readings will stay the same, but if you're interested in seeing those, that account information is below. You have forgiveness and dead end and deja vu. You've given this person a lot of chances. And I feel like every single time you give them a chance, there's this hope that things are going to be different. And I don't know if there's like this, because I feel like this energy of empty promises where, you know, you ask for change, you ask for more, you ask for things to be different, and you're given the answer of, you know, yes, I'll change, yes, things will be different. But then you experience the same old same. Like I see that with the deja vu and with the dead end. It's like every single time things seem to end up right back to how they were. And I think that it's hard because you do see a lot of potential in this person and in this connection. So I feel like you're very quick to forgive, and not that you do so like, not that it's careless or anything like that. I feel like you put a lot of intention into it, but I also feel that, yeah, there's kind of this energy of like, here we go again, kind of ending up on this kind of roller coaster merry-go-round ride with this person. This person's energy toward you. Communication, patience, triggered, and then confusion. Yeah, okay. This is so interesting because it feels like there's a genuine desire here. Like, it doesn't feel like they're communicating lies. It doesn't feel like they're just telling you what you want to hear. But it does feel that as things progress in this connection, this person ends up experiencing really heightened emotions that they don't know what to do with, like feeling this triggered state where, you know, they start feeling insecure and, you know, they allow feelings of, you know, guilt and shame and unlovableness to really drive their decisions. And I feel like it drives a wedge between you guys. It feels like self-sabotage is what it feels like. Like when this person is feeling triggered, they do things that don't actually align with the person that they want to be, and ultimately the person that I know, or that you know that they can be, that I see that you know they can be. And I feel like then it's like this person does things and then they're really confused by their behavior. They're like, well, I don't know why I did that, because I really love you and I care about you and I want to make this work. And it's just, yeah, it's like this repetitive cycle that I feel like has been going on for a while. Let's see. Truth of the connection between Aquarius and this person. truth of this connection. Deja vu. Okay, yeah. So stuck in a cycle. Or, and this might be for some of you, not for everyone, but for some of you, unfinished business. But this could be a cycle that repeats in your relationships in general. So it's not just your relationship with this person, but it's a cycle that you experience where you're constantly dealing with somebody who, you know, maybe says one thing and does another, or is very inconsistent in how they show up. I feel like when it comes to unfinished business, like you really see this connection as never having yet reached its full potential. And I feel like this person sees that too. I do think that you both see what the possibility is in this connection. I just feel like this cycle is really blocking you both, like blocking the connection from being able to fully like develop here and get to a place where it's like healthy and stable. Overall theme of this reading. What does Aquarius need to know about this connection? Lies and partial truths. Influence and distractions. And then there's miscommunication again. So this is the second thing we're seeing about communication. Maybe this person has a tendency to speak from a very triggered place, and like, you know that they maybe don't really mean the things that they say, or the ways that they feel, you know, like it's like you understand why they feel triggered in the moment or something like that. But I also feel that there's something outside of this connection that keeps this person acting the way that they do. This is kind of sketchy energy. I want to know what's going on here with the lies and partial truths and influence and distractions, because this is kind of yeah, I don't know. Let's dive in. Aquarius, you have forgiveness with dead end. This is for Aquarius' side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. The Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a lot of desire here. I feel like this person checks a lot of your boxes and, you know, kind of aligns with what it is that you've always looked for, but you can't trust them. With the Five of Swords, I feel like you don't really trust this person. You don't trust the way that they're going to show up, the things that they're going to do, whether they're going to say what they, you know, say that they're going to do. There's the Queen of Swords. So there you are showing up in this reading with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, hang on. You've been very stable and consistent in this for a while. This is in reverse. That's the Nine of Cups in reverse. You've been very stable and consistent in this connection, and I feel like very patient too. And I think that this person recognizes how patient that you've been. But I also feel that, I don't, because with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like this person checks all the boxes and there's, you know, aligns with a lot of what you desire, yet the connection never fully develops to what it is that you desire. Like there's always something missing, or always something that you feel that you're wanting or needing from this person, whether it's more commitment, more effort, more communication, honesty, vulnerability, whatever the case might be. It just kind of feels like there's always something that you've been lacking in this connection. And it's not that you're asking for too much. There's the Justice. because, yeah, all you want is balance. I feel like that's why that Justice came out. It's like all you want is balance. You want this to be, like, ultimately fair. Queen of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like, yeah, you want this to be fair. You want to feel like, you know, you're receiving as much as you give. Like, you know, this person is showing up for you in the way that you them. Because I feel like this energy is very considerate. It's very, you know, taking this person's feelings into consideration and trying to make sure that you are doing the best that you can to show up for this connection. I'm not saying you've been perfect. We all make mistakes. But it does very much feel like you're doing what you can to show up for this. And with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like even maybe to the extent of trying to change certain things about you to fit into what maybe you think that they need, or what you think that will make them more committal, or, is that a word? Committal? I know non-committal is, but will make them commit more, you know, choose you, value, love you in the way that you deserve. And I think that you're kind of at the point in this where you are feeling a little bit exhausted, but the desire is still there. It's like, I've worked my ass off, you know, to try to make this work. So I feel like it's hard for you to just be like, okay, screw it, I'm done. And I think that especially because you see so much potential in it, it's hard for you to really, you know, I don't want to say let go, but I guess, yeah, kind of let go of the potential that you do see. You see so much potential, it's hard for you to let go of that potential, is essentially what I'm saying. But yeah, it all kind of boils down to not being able to trust them. And with this Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're, again, I kind of get the feel like you're not asking for too much. And you are never asking for too much when you're being asked to be met, you know, where you meet others. And I think that that's really important. But I'm really interested to know what the heck is going on with them. This person's energy toward you, Aquarius. Triggered with communication. I just get like major self-sabotage vibes. Ten of Pentacles in reverse right out of the gate. The Fool. This is this new beginning that they want. Like they want, it's like they want a clean slate in this connection because I feel like they have messed up so much. Queen of Wands, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but remember, yeah, and I'm seeing it again with the Queen of Pentacles, we did also see earth sign and air sign. So that's, you know, obviously Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But showing up in their energy is the Queen of Wands here. And I feel like this is how they kind of see you. Like, I feel like they see you as somebody who would really do anything for them. And I feel like you have been really willing to do whatever it took, not just like to make this connection work, but to make sure that they were happy and safe and, you know, felt good in this connection. They see you as somebody who's very compassionate and kind and caring, and it's all of the energy that you bring for sure. So why the hell do they sabotage it? The Emperor in reverse, control. There it is, control. You make them feel, yeah, See, they see you in such a good light that I feel like you unintentionally make them feel bad about themselves. It's like you highlight things in them that they wish that they had. It's like they look at you as compassionate and they feel like they're not as compassionate they should be, or like as kind and as selfless, and then they look at themselves and they see, all they see is like, oh, I'm so selfish. Like, it's like you bring out this like, your light is very intimidating to them. And I feel like because of that, that's where the self-sabotage comes from. It's like they don't feel good enough for you. They don't feel like they're able to meet you where you desire to be met, or where you ultimately deserve to be met here. With the Two of Wands, this person has a tendency to get really in their head. There's a lot of overthinking in this energy, and like not a whole lot of expressing feelings or emotions. So I feel like you never really know what they're thinking or feeling. In fact, I feel like communication is probably something this person really struggles with, which is probably why you're reading so into their behavior and maybe looking at like the self-sabotage or the things that they do and looking at it as if they don't care about you. And I don't feel like that's the truth. Again, I do feel like they see you in a really wonderful light here, but it's almost like in their mind, it's not, I don't know if too good to be true is the right word, but it's almost like they feel like they aren't like worthy of what it is that you have to provide. Now, when somebody feels threatened or insecure because of how you show up, a couple of things can happen. First and foremost, when they start to feel those uncomfortable feelings, they might try to pull you down, to find things about you that make you more like on their level. So point out flaws or, be very critical, things of that nature. It's not because they actually feel that way of you. It's that they're seeing you through the lens of how they view themselves, right? When somebody is very critical toward themselves, or they don't love themselves that well, then they don't know how to receive love from other people. They're always going to view other people and view what's possible for them through the lens of the extent of the love that they give themselves. So if they're very critical of themselves, they're going to be very critical of you. If they are scared of the vulnerability because they don't feel good enough for the connection, they're going to look for reasons to push you away and sabotage us, even though this is something that they truly desire. It's just that no matter how much they desire it, they cannot seem to commit to it. And it's so interesting seeing this energy, because it literally is like think of like, especially seeing the devil, it's like the devil and the angel on their shoulder. It's like the angel sitting there going, you deserve this, you can have the love, this person's here. And then the devil going, no, mess this up, you're not good enough for it. Like, it literally feels like that back and forth, kind of like at war with themselves kind of energy. And I feel like you really feel that in how they show up, that there might be days where they're like, oh my gosh, I want this, I want to make this work. And that's where it's like easy for you to kind of let them in, because you're like, this is what I want, this is what I've been asking for. But then there's days where they're sabotaging and they're distant and they're cold, and you're sitting there going, what the hell? I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why, you won't choose me, or why I'm not enough. When in reality, it's this person completely reacting to what's going on within them. So right now, this person has a very unhealthy relationship with themselves, which means that they don't know how to have healthy relationships with other people. People do not know how to have healthy relationships with others if they have an unhealthy relationship with themselves, because no matter what, that relationship will always be reflected back at you. So you will always see what's wrong and how you're not worthy and how you're not deserving, and you'll push it away and you'll do things that don't actually align with love and what it is that you desire, not because of the other person, but because of your relationship with yourself. So I feel like this person's got a lot of healing to do. They've got a lot of work to do on themselves, to look at why they show up the way they do in relationships. Now, that's something that they are going to have to make the choice to do. That's not something that anybody can decide to do. That's something that that we can decide to do for other people. That's something that each individual has to decide to do. But a lot of people don't want to be honest about those things because it's really uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable to get honest about the ways in which you are unhealthy in relationships, to get honest about your toxic patterns and behaviors. It's easier to just use excuses and to just push them away and to, blame it on other people and project it. It's so much easier to not take accountability. But what that will continue to do for you is you will continue to experience the exact same situation with this person. Because if you want healthy love, you have to attract somebody, you have to be willing to invest in relationships that are capable of healthy love, and not everybody is capable of healthy love. Now, when we attract unhealthy love into our life, there is an indication that there's something that we are needing to address and heal as well. Because again, other people reflect our relationship with ourselves. And if other people aren't choosing us, loving us, valuing us, committing to us in the way that we deserve, there is something going on within us that is blocking us from being able to understand, from being able to receive the love that we do deserve. Sorry, I've got a lot coming through right now, because I also wanted to come back to this, the lies and partial truths. Because I talked about how there were things outside of this connection that was impacting how this person was showing up in this connection, and there very much is. This isn't about how they feel about you. This isn't about how they even view you at all. The way that they're showing up is a reflection of how they view themselves and what they feel about themselves. And I feel like that's what's really important for you to know, because, we spend so much of our time trying to be what other people need, trying to shapeshift and, appeal to their every need and desire. But then we wonder when we're not able, when they still don't commit to us or choose us, like why we're not enough. But it's not about us at all, right? People don't treat you how they value you. They treat you how they value themselves. But we accept the kind of treatment that we believe that we deserve. So it goes both ways. So looking at things from the perspective of this relationship isn't a reflection of what I deserve. This is a reflection of a cycle that keeps me stuck in experiencing the level of love that I think that I deserve. That is where you start to get closer to the healing and ultimately to break out of this cycle so you can have the love that you deserve. So in between this, you have unfinished business with deja vu. We're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to dive deeper into this, looking at the deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in alignment with your higher self. Any information for that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Aquarius, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helps and resonates with you in a way that you are needing, and I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right. Bye, Aquarius.